might need to turn.
Yeah, it looks dark over there.
Hey Grayson, can you turn on the light for me?
No,
I don't want to because
it's
I'm a
early
jerk.
still.
I'm a
There
jerk.
we go. Now you're awake.
Now I'm awake.
You looked a little sleepy in the dark.
Well, it's icky outside, so
It is a gloomy day, but it's also a good day because
it's the
our
last
day of school.
It is the last day.
So that's a good thing. So I know we didn't get a chance to talk on the students' last day last week, but it's our last day.
Yes, it is our last day, and I will relish the time that we've spent over the last 30. What is it? Episode 30. These are long seasons.
Seriously, there's a lot of shows, and like no show has 30 plus episodes.
No,
but
we
ours
go above
does.
and beyond. Ours does, because that's who we are.
That's
We
what
go.
do.
Here's what everybody else does. We go here, or here. That's not sure.
I was gonna say it also works kind of the reverse because everybody else has a budget of this,
Right.
and then ours is like way down below.
Way down there. Like people getting $1 million an episode.
I don't understand it. Like, I don't get. I mean, I know there's tons of money generated in
Right.
television, movies, all that stuff that's there, but I can't imagine just like $1 million per episode. Like,
We make 22 to 24 episodes a season. And we've done it for, like, I think of the guy who plays Sheldon from Big Bang. He was making, the last several seasons, he was making, well, I think they all were, $1 million an episode. And it's like, I don't,
was that really $1 million worth of work? I mean, it's the way the system works. I mean, they're generating lots of money through
Right.
revenue, advertising, all that stuff. So they're making a lot of money for the network. So then they should get a portion of that back for sure. I mean, the same works with athletes, that generate tons of money. But for you and I, the teaching profession works just a tad differently.
Just a little bit.
We're compensated. Now, I think we're fairly compensated. I'm not complaining. I would also not be opposed to $1 million per year either. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. If there's ever the opportunity, I would not say no.
well, you said $1 million per year. They're making $1 million per episode.
I know. I mean, so that's still a huge
It's a deal.
discount. I mean,
That's
think of
a huge deal.
the amount of hours that we spend on stuff, both in the classroom, outside the classroom,
Right.
all that stuff. Plus, there's grading, which is always exciting to do, to
Right.
read over papers and essays and things like that. But so I mean, maybe $1 million, maybe it's a discount. Maybe that's actually a good rate for everybody. I don't know.
Honestly, you know what I think would be, even if they would, like, we could split, you and I could take $1 million and just split it 50-50, I'd be okay with that too.
That's fine with me too. We're so generous and kind.
Actually, you could probably split $1 million 4 ways and I'd still be okay.
Yep.
I'm totally fine with that.
No arguments here
Nope.
at all.
None whatsoever.
So
That'd be awesome.
yeah. Also, things that are not going to happen. So
You mean like all of us returning to school together? Boom.
ouch.
Is that too soon?
too soon?
Is that too soon?
I'm probably falsely hopeful that things maybe in the fall we could get back in there.
Well,
I think we can get partially back in there.
yes. I'm thinking we're going to be
At least
partially.
have, some of us people's in there. I
Right.
would very much like to see everybody in there because it's just much better that way. I prefer
would
the
agree.
job that way. The larger group interaction, all that good stuff. But
I do too. And, like, for example, my wife sent me, even though we're 20 feet away, she sent me a infographic of what the phase 3 means. And one of them in there, because I'm concerned, one of them is about the gym. And I've just been waiting for them to go, we're
are you talking
open
about
now.
Mr. McCausland? Or
Yes, the PE department. When the PE department is going to be open again, about the Lifetime Fitness where I go. So I've been waiting for them to go, we're open. Boom, we're going to charge your card now, your credit card. And I'm like, well, what's your plan? Because there's some people that are going to be in there from the moment it opens. Because, they're huge. I got to lift
Right.
weights. So
I'm
how are
sorry.
they gonna-
Is that a Schoolhouse Rock shirt? I just noticed when you looked up there. Okay.
Schoolhouse Rock. It's my lounge and workout shirt. Yeah. So I've been curious to how that goes. So it's professional training and no more than 10 people. It's essentially by appointment. But I checked, my gym's not open because I don't know how you can do. We're a big gym, like an Orange Theory.
Lifetime's a big place.
Right. So, like an Orange Theory, where Mrs. Gordon goes, you can do by appointment, and you can limit the space. But I don't know how you could do that at Lifetime Fitness when it's.
I used to think Orange Theory was a food place.
I did too. I keep thinking Orange Julius.
Yes, for sure. I was like, and then somebody said they went there to work out, and I was so confused.
I know the guy.
Yeah, I went down to the Cinnabon to work out too.
I had several. I did a lot of working out. I know when I lived in the country, when I was a little kid, apparently we lived, I don't know, 2 miles from the guy who invented Orange Julius.
Nice.
Apparently I kissed his daughter.
Sweet.
I was
Did you
tiny.
ever get like free coupons for Orange Julius?
No. This was apparently it was cute, and it was one of those little kid things, like 2-3-year-old kids doing
Right.
that.
Yeah,
So it was, yeah. And then they moved because Orange Julius took off. So they took off.
Yeah.
Instead of living in the country, they're like, you know what? We're gonna moving on up like the Jeffersons.
So they were in that $1 million salary thing that we were talking about before.
Yes, they moved right up into that.
Okay, so we need to invent something or have a lot of revenue on this show that we do. I mean,
Yeah.
Is that what?
Oh yeah, this is. Don't worry. Once we start getting a sponsor, once the episodes start catching on, people are going to start, and then we'll get viewers, and then somebody will happen upon
And
it.
merchandise. We gotta do merchandising too.
Merch. I will wear stuff.
Yeah.
I will wear your merch. If you want to sponsor, feel free.
We're open to sponsorships. Send us an email, whatever. We'll accept.
Hey, George Lucas, just throwing it out there.
He does have an educational foundation that I looked into years ago, and then I learned it had nothing to do with Star Wars. So,
Oh, well, that's kind of
but
depressing.
like I could teach a Star Wars class or something, and not so
maybe
much.
we could get that going. It's like an offshoot of the Fiora.
Yeah, for that. Well, and then I was so disappointed when the museum got canceled in Chicago. They moved it back to California.
Well, because we're not willing to work with anybody. You're going to do it our way or not at all. Okay.
And not at all wins again.
I love that. We're going to do it my way or not at all. Okay.
Yeah. He had plenty of money. He could take his museum wherever he wanted.
Wherever he wanted.
And he did.
And he did. Because why not?
But hey, the good news is I can't go to any museums right now anyway, so I'm not missing out on anything.
That's true. You cannot go anywhere, but you could go virtually. I bet you they would have a virtual tour.
They might. I don't think it's fully built yet. I'm not sure.
Well, plus, how many times can you go to the Star Wars Museum? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Adler.
Are you really asking me that question?
Stop the face, and let's just think museums in general, not the Star Wars.
Museums in general. Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
I mean, how many times I like the Field Museum? As I get older, I appreciate it more. And the Adler Planetarium, that's okay. I'm good. The Shed is fun, but how many times do you go? I mean, really?
For an actual museum, I can't once, maybe every 10 years. Truthfully, if I visit the Adler, I'm good for a decade. Like, unless there's some crazy, amazing new exhibits or things, or you're going to tell me Pluto is a planet again or something.
You'll go to celebrate. Yes.
Yeah. Same with the Field. I know the Field does change up their exhibits a lot more, but I find when I see like what the new like the temporary exhibit is, I'm not always excited about those.
Right.
Like,
And
it's
so,
hit or miss. So
right,
like I
I
said,
would
you
like
know,
the
maybe
Terracotta
in that
Warriors to come back.
five to 10 year range, something like that. You know, maybe not quite a full decade. The Shed I could do more often.
Yes,
Maybe
I would
every
agree.
2 to 3 years. We used to go a lot when my daughter was little because we had passes. So
Right.
we would go downtown a couple times in the summer, hang out, walk around the shed, see all the fish and penguins and all that good stuff. Um, yeah, living creatures are strangely more interesting than the dead mounted ones at the Field Museum.
It's weird how watching the beluga swim around is kind of calming and fun.
And seeing
Not
that
for the beluga.
stuffed lion head at the field is just creepy.
Yeah. But every time I go to the Field Museum, I just hope they're going to do a, night at the museum thing and come alive. And then I'm the guy. I'm the Ben Stiller
You're that guy,
character. And
yes.
that would be like, woohoo! And then I think about all the bad things that are actually in the Field Museum. And I'm like, we'd have to shut off some of the doors so the lions can't get out and like sue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some definite danger involved there, but would be very cool. I 100% agree.
Well, and then, the dinosaur section where all those dinosaurs come alive, it's not just Sue running around now. It's dinosaurs that have never met each other because they're so far
and they're
apart.
not going to get along.
And they're not going to get along. No. It's not going to work out like Night at the Museum. Sad. But going along the same line, the Star Wars Museum, there's a point to where you're going to have seen everything.
Yeah, I would probably say,
or know everything.
I don't think, yeah. I mean, things will still be added. I don't think you can go more than once a year for sure.
Right.
Like if you lived close, but I could see maybe going yearly if I lived near it. It would probably stretch to every 2 to 3 though. Like the first year or two, maybe first 2 or 3 years go every year, and then after that it would spread out because they would need time to accumulate more stuff,
right?
And add things in there.
Because you'd walk around going, "Well, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have this whole display."
Still wanted that. Still need okay.
Where did you guys get this stuff? Because where'd you get this Funko? Did they get Funkos then? Does Funko supply the whole Star Wars series to this museum?
I would think they would. But they'll also have like all the actual like props and costumes. And there is there's Rancho Obi-Wan, which is a sort of separate museum. Because the Lucas Museum actually isn't just Star Wars. Because he's got a ton of artwork and other stuff that he's bought because he's got a lot of money.
And what do you do with that kind of money?
You buy stuff.
You buy stuff. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he gave some to charity too and all that, but you still have plenty to buy stuff with.
Yeah, especially when it keeps just rolling in. I mean, Disney just backs the truck up because they're just printing it. So they just back the truck up to his vault,
right?
Dump it in, and then he just has an ATM at the back end of it and just goes, "I need 500,000," and then he just walks around going, "It's my spending money. Let's just go buy stuff." Yeah.
How much is that coffee? Oh, all I've got is this giant stack of money. So just take that.
Okay. Oh, here's 100. It's only $1.50. Keep the change.
You know, more of a hassle to get the change. It's not worth it.
I don't want to carry all the ones in my pocket.
Yeah, that will never be my problem. I will never have that burden.
No, I don't. I know where every dollar goes. Although I have worked with people and have known people that will pull 20s out of their pocket and go, "Oh, where'd this come from?" I'm like, I've never done that.
I've done that with like a 5. Like you put in your pocket, like you forgot, but like it's still amazing. You're like, yes.
Yeah.
It feels like free money, even though it was yours in the first place.
Yeah, I talk dollars, and I know several people that talk hundreds.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, it's $100." Okay. I'm like, $100? What? Whoa.
Yeah, I'm there. But how do we end our season? We don't have like a grand finale.
We're not sure if it's coming back. So like sitcoms, because they're not sure if they've been renewed, they kind of just end it. there's no cliffhanger
Right.
to
Because you don't want to leave people waiting to figure out what's going to happen
right.
if there's no renewal there.
Right. So they just kind of, it kind of culminates and ends. And then if there's a new season, they just kind of then just keep going. And if it's been renewed for more seasons, then the following season, they have a cliffhanger that you have to wait for. So in our case, we are the sitcom that we don't know if it's been renewed.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be clamoring. I'm sure when I read my news feed, people are going to be like,
wait, what's happening? When are you coming back?
Are they coming back? This is not, I can't. The sadness here. So
Making me nervous, actually. I don't know what future holds.
For this, I know. I don't know if I could wake up in the middle of like summer and I don't know.
Looking for that contract in your email.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it'll be a YouTube cease and desist order instead.
You guys need to stop. I know anybody can post stuff on YouTube, but you guys need to.
You guys are done.
Stop. Totally stop. But yes. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And if next season rolls around and the powers that be say, hey, you guys can continue. I mean, actually, it's just us, the powers that be.
We are the powers that be.
We are the powers that be. I mean, it gives us a little bit of modicum.
When we go to our shareholder meeting later on today, we can discuss our profits, losses, future projections, and whether or not it's feasible and in the best interest of everyone to continue for another season.
Right, because the participants will want to raise. So that's
greedy people.
Right, and then of course when they want to raise, it becomes now. I mean, because plenty of TV shows, the characters get a raise, and then it makes it not profitable. So I'm sure we are close to that. We'll have to crunch some numbers. We'll have to, look at the list and look at the profits and losses, as you said, the margins. We're going to have to look at the columns in the ledger, not the Heath ledger, but the ledger of, and I know you were thinking of Heath Ledger. Don't even.
Now I'm thinking of Heath Bar. I would love a good Heath Bar right now.
I haven't even eaten breakfast.
Okay. I had Cocoa Puffs today. They were delicious. I did.
I was going to jump into some Frosted Flakes, but the kids all ate those. I know. I didn't need the Frosted Flakes, so I'm just going to make some roasted potatoes and eggs.
That sounds delicious.
I know, right?
All right, well, we're running out of time. So why don't you go make some breakfast? I'll plan for our shareholder meeting.
Okay.
And we'll talk another time. So until then,
peace, everybody.
See you later.